anyone to interfere, because your match will be taking place in a steel cage.
Buzz is going to get a shot to even the score with Bray Wyatt in a steel cage match at Survivor. In just moments, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have competitors locked inside steel. Don't go away. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date against Bray Wyatt. Let's do it. Here we go, steel cage action kicking off here.
And there are few things more unforgiving than the cold steel of a cage match.
If this ref can't do his job, let's get one in there that can. Wow, he lands the combination. Look at this, Bray Wyatt doing some good work here.
This is some great offense by Bray Wyatt.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
Message delivered. Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall submission or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled the redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s. The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. For almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with one man in October of 1983, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship. It saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying that Superfly set the bar. You look over the years to people like Jeff and Matt Hardy, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. They continued to push the envelope and executed unbelievable attacks from the top of the cage. Watch Rikishi take flight off the top of the steel cage. Wow.
The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of a...
What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find Bloody Bulldog.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it.
He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet. Got him good there.
Yeah, let's take another look.
He's starting to show signs of fatigue, but he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
Just go for the finisher already. I don't understand the delay. The object is to win the match, isn't it?
That'll pretty much do it.
Wait a second. That's Cole Quinn.
So much for the cage preventing anyone from interfering.
And it's 2-on-1 yet again.
Here comes Finn Balor.
This is exactly what Kurt Angle didn't want to happen.
Too late now.
Sister Abigail on Buzz.
This time, Finn Balor can't help him.
It's over. Bray Wyatt has managed to defeat Buzz in a steel cage match where all hell broke loose. Welcome back to Raw, where Buzz is still feeling the effects from his brutal match last night with Bray Wyatt.
You're too late. I used up all the trainer's ice.
I don't blame you. That was quite a battle out there last night.
Well, thanks again for trying to even up the odds.
No need for thanks. After what they did to me last night, it's become a little bit personal for me too.
I just can't believe that I gave it everything I had and Bray still managed to come out on top.
Was it really everything?
Of course it was. What are you saying?
I'm saying, to beat someone like Bray Wyatt, you need to get past what you think are your limits and embrace your inner demon. At least, that's what worked for me.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to beat Bray and get Cole back. I just have no idea how I'm supposed to find my inner demon.
Yeah. If it is demons that you seek, you should consider venturing to the multiverse with me again.
Wait, did he say again?
Yeah, I've never been to the multiverse with you before.
You have been before, in a different vessel, which is why it was deleted from your memory.
I don't know about this.
You said you were willing to do whatever it takes.
I'm not sure about this either, Buzz.
I thought a steel cage match was the best possible solution to settle the issues between you and Bray Wyatt, but obviously I was wrong. So I've decided that at the Royal Rumble, you and Finn Balor would take on Bray Wyatt and Cole Quinn in an Extreme Rules match.
Do not express worry or the 7 high. Welcome to the multiverse. It's delightful, isn't it?
This is amazing.
There is even more to see if you open your mind and look towards the cosmos. You will encounter the various vessels that we have existed in. Ah, yes. I was once a great Egyptian pharaoh in Giza. Unfortunately, that vessel met its demise.